Hey, 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 it's the Pacific Northwest Geek here. Echo had to refilm the intro because the audio tracking was all messed up. Nothing was in sync. Hero. Cha. 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 Baby. Now please enjoy our feature presentation. I'm back for day two. Day two of 80's Week 2026. For day two, I'm going to be looking at the 1982 movie The Sword and Sorcery. This 1982 Sword and Sorcery fantasy movie, which features the late Richard Mall and the late Richard Lynch. Basically, what it tells us, Lynch plays this guy named Cromwell, who's going around conquering. He's basically all around evil bastard who's going around conquering. But he's ran into a problem. He cannot conquer this guy, King Richard, and his kingdom. So he goes and he finds this sorcerer and brings him back from the dead, from beyond, named Here, played by the late Richard Mall. And they're kind of like at first, like, oh, how do we know this guy can help us or not? And he ends up killing some woman that's with him, rips her heart out, and ends up helping him basically weaken and take out a lot of King Richard's people. But then he betrays him, and he's like, "Hey, yeah, you can rest for all eternity." Stabs him, and we didn't see Here fall off a cliff. Which, side note, my understanding, the stuntman who was doing that dive, my understanding is he lost his life when they did that scene. But anyways, he goes on to beat King Richard. He kills King Richard's queen, his wife, abducts one of his children, and he has a son. King Richard has a son, Talon. Talon gets away, and he has this blade. It's got like three. It's got the sword. It's got three blades, and they can shoot out. Flash forward 10+ years later. I think they say it's like 11 years or something like that. And Cromwell is still going around. He's conquering. He's become powerful. And he's now dealing with a rebellion. Now, we see Talon is now grown up, but he's going by, I guess, by a different name. I don't know, many people know who he is. Some apparently do. We don't see the sword, by the way, right away. And he gets tied into this rebellion to take him down. And of course, it's his chance to get revenge on the guy who killed his father and mother. But Talon's not the only person back. Here is back and wants revenge for basically being betrayed. And Cromwell's like, oh, this, here can take on a human form. And so he's kind of getting paranoid. So when he finally does come face to face with an adult Talon, he not only does not recognize who he is, but he thinks it's actually Here. He's like, Talon's like, no, it's not me. I'm not him. And now it's up to Talon and the rebels to stop Cromwell before he marries this girl who, I guess, she hires Talon to help them with the rebellion, actually to save her brother. And then first she's like throwing around the money, and she's like, well, for one night, if you help us, you can have your way with me. You can have me. And he's like, sounds like, yeah. There's a scene where these guys are trying to force himself on the girl he likes, and when adult Talon shows up, he's like, they're like, beat it or die, and he's like, yeah, well, looks like you got something small there, very small. And you see the guy looks down. He's like, well, I'm gonna kill you, son of a bitch, for saying I'm small. Um, I did like this movie. I did. I do feel though, however, that there is some stuff missing that would have made it just even better. It's just under an hour and 40 minutes. Maybe add a few more minutes, get it closer to the hour 50 minute mark. You know, about add about 10 minutes worth of stuff, and this movie could have been even more enjoyable. But there are also like some good effects in it. So like when they're going to wake up here. There's this wall of faces. That's pretty cool. You know, remember Freddy Krueger in what was it, part four? Was it when they had the faces pressing up against his body? This is a whole wall of faces. That effect was pretty cool. Here coming out of the, I guess it's supposed to be a pool of blood was cool. The scene when here transformed from, because he can change form when he transformed from his disguised form into his actual form. That's actually a pretty cool effect. On the cover, on the artwork of this, you'll see the sword with three blades. It actually looks better in the movie than it does in some of the artwork. Because I was looking at some of the artwork and then seeing the movie, it does look better. I like how the fact you can just point at somebody, blade would shoot at it. Dead. I thought that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's better. And yes, the artwork does show him look like he just got a loincloth on. At one point, yeah, Talon does run around, which is a loincloth like, oh, I got my three-bladed sword with the blades that shoot out, and all I got is my loincloth. And the scene when he finally gets his payment from the sister, right in front of her brother, he's like, yep, I'm gonna go collect my pay. It's like, tell your brother bye bye. I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go collect my pay. He's pretty much telling her brother, yeah, I'm gonna go bang your sister now. I'm gonna go make you an uncle. Um, I did see, because this is 82, I did say eventually they did make, almost 30 years later, they did make a sequel starring Kevin Sorbo, and the guy that played Talon is back, has Talon. That movie's name I keep forgetting, so that movie is Here. There's gonna be a lot of here's, and Here. Um, well, was Kevin Sorbo after Conan? He did a few of these movies where he was basically, swords and fighting things and all. I think that one though has vampires in it. Um, I thought this was the first time watch for me, and then when I was watching it and I saw the sword with three blades, I was like, wait a minute, I did see this a long time ago. Took a sword with three blades, and I like the whole whoopsies. I like the whole sword with three blades thing back then, and I still like it. This movie is on Tubi. So I'll put that as well as the trailer in the description. If you've seen the Sword and Sorcery, tell me what you guys think about it. I did enjoy it. Then again, I think I did like a lot of Sword and Sorcery movies back in the day. I don't really watch them much anymore like I used to. But anyways, I've got to go. I've got to go edit this and go pick what will be day three. Day 3 of 80's Week 2026. I hope so far everybody is enjoying 80's Week 2026. So we're almost to the halfway point. So I must go fight an evil sorcerer named here. Tuda, Lou,